Make sure to subscribe to Apillow on YouTube. Very cool content creator.
Do you like boats? Do you like the ocean? Do you like the sea, maybe? Bit of a smaller body of water. What about people on those boats? The people who man those boats? The seamen. Do you like seamen? Well, it seems as if a country that has been committing atrocities in the Middle East is quite fond of seamen themselves. So, of course, part of the propaganda effort of this country, I'm waiting until 1 minute into the video before I really start naming names because YouTube is going to suppress me otherwise. If you want to stop that from happening, make sure to like the video and subscribe. It actually tells YouTube to push it out to more people because they've really been suppressing this topic. But one of the things that this country has been doing in terms of protecting themselves in the propaganda effort is by really hamming up just how much of victims the country is, the innocent civilians of the country are for the actions of their horrific genocidal government. And part of that has been tweets like this. So this is coming to us straight from the State of Israel. Shaylee Atari's husband Yahav was murdered by Hamas terrorists. She did everything in her power to retrieve his sperm so that their dream of having more children would live on even without Yahav. Unfortunately, she was unsuccessful. There are still so many families we can save. Every minute counts. Bring our children back now. So then they give us
but a gripping
this
fear
video.
prickles through Shiley's entire body, and it's outside their bedroom window. Her husband,
So they animated it in the corporate animating style. Also, I have an itch on my back, which is why I'm moving like this right now.
The danger as Shiley runs, leaving everything behind to protect their baby, Shaya.
So basically,
she hides from the terrorist hunting her.
we get the story
Yahav's
from the
dream
State of Israel,
to create more life. So
which
Shiley
is
puts out a call for the
admittedly
unthinkable
pretty sad.
to retrieve his.
And then this is what caught my eye. I have 2 hours to get my husband's sperm sample after he sacrificed his life. Who can help?
And to complete
So,
her desperate mission. But it's
I have a woman
too late.
trying
did everything she
to
could to save her family.
to get her husband's sperm sample so that they can continue to create more babies, which is what her husband wanted. Sad story. It's a little bizarre, but sad story. And of course, the response to this has been people talking about the absurdity of trying to get someone's semen. And well, what I'm gonna be saying here, because as silly as the semen thing might sound, I have some things to actually say to this. So there are still so many families that we can save. There are currently, throughout this entire conflict, I believe the death toll is over 10,000 now. On the side of Palestine, a good portion of those people are children. In the Gaza Strip, I mean. Not just Palestine whole, but in the Gaza Strip, a good portion of those people are children. The median age in the Gaza Strip is 18 years old. That's how old I am. Which means a majority of the population, in terms of concentrated age, is 18 and under. Kids. Mostly. It's mostly kids, if we're talking about deep concentration. Concentration of like different age groups, it's mostly kids. You know, because as you get older than that, like that median, you know, you have an 80-year-old, you have a 25-year-old, there is a big range there. That under 18 demographic, that is a significant concentration of kids in the Gaza Strip. I believe, if my numbers are correct, as of 11/15/2023, November 15th, 2023, over 4,000 Gazan children have died. There are still so many families that we can save. While it is horrific that innocent civilians in the state of Israel are suffering from the actions of their genocidal government, and that genocidal government is then turning around, not listening to the wishes of the families of the people who are suffering, who have been taken hostage, and continuing to bomb the Gaza Strip, continuing to bomb hospitals, refugee camps, striking ambulances. To say there are still families that we can save is a luxury comparative to the situation of millions in the Gaza Strip, which has a population of 2 million people. There are children in the Gaza Strip who, whenever they are wounded by bombs, severely wounded at that, and even if not physically wounded, mentally scarred, there are children who go to get medical help, and they are reported as wounded child, no family, because their family has been killed by these bombings. To say that there are still so many families that we can save is an insult. Tens of thousands of people have no more family due to the actions of the state of Israel. There is no reason why a ceasefire shouldn't be called. And I find it disgusting to see Western leaders be afraid at calling a ceasefire when a nation does horrific actions against a population of people. Collective punishment against a population of people for the crimes of an organization that was elected to power in the state of Israel when many of its civilians were 1 year old. The last election in the state of Israel happened in 2006. Remember, the median age in the state of Israel is 18. I'm 18 years old. In 2006, I was a 1 year old. And we're holding the civilians of the Gaza Strip, a vast majority of them, who are not responsible for the actions of Hamas, because Hamas is a terrorist organization. They are right about that, and it is a terrorist organization that is heavily unpopular in the Gaza Strip. No matter what propagandists may have you believe, it is fairly unpopular. But we're holding all people accountable in this collective punishment, this war crime. The reason why is because a lot of these world leaders hold up. Clip guard. Let's go ahead and slide this over my face. The reason why a lot of these world leaders are terrified of criticizing the state of Israel is because the state of Israel, as a nation, does a very good job at conflating itself with all Jewish people across the world. Have it be known, the state of Israel is not a representative of all Jewish people across the world. The state of Israel constantly stating that it is harming Jewish people across the world because the shitty actions of a genocidal repressive government are being associated with a group of people who are not responsible for this government's actions. It is anti-Semitic to conflate the acts of the state of Israel with all Jewish people. That is anti-Semitic. Because Jewish people are not the state of Israel. The state of Israel is a government organization. It is a government body. And I find it disgusting that innocent people are being held accountable for the actions of people who they are not responsible for and who do not largely answer to them. Jewish people are not at fault for the actions of the state of Israel, just like Palestinians, specifically those in the Gaza Strip, are not responsible for the actions of Hamas. Because a vast majority of people in both groups did not elect them. They had no part in putting them in power. I believe, if I'm correct, the country with the highest Jewish population in the world is the United States of America. But the United States of America doesn't claim to speak for all Jewish people. And I guarantee you, there are thousands of American Jewish people out there who stand against the actions of the State of Israel. I've covered them on this channel because they aren't a monolith. And just as they aren't a monolith, Palestinians, people from the Gaza Strip specifically, are not a monolith. Thousands of people continue to suffer from the actions of this oppressive regime. The least that our politicians could do is call for a ceasefire. That's the least they could do to stop the senseless violence, to stop the senseless killing. And I want you all, if you're an American, to exercise your rights in doing this. Here's what you can do. Your local congressperson, your senator, your House representative, even in your state house and senate, your governor. A lot of people don't know this, but governors of states do talk to people in other countries because a lot of states have intertwined economies. I know recently the governor of my state, Roy Cooper, I believe he took a trip to Japan to talk with representatives from Honda. So, governors too, they have international relations. All of these people, contact them. Go on their Twitter accounts. Speak with them. Email them. Call them. Fax them. Day by day by day by day by day. If you see them in public, confront them in public. Be peaceful. Don't hurt them. I shouldn't have to say this, but just in case there's one crazy out there who thinks that I'm advocating something I'm not, don't hurt them. But ask them, why are you supporting a genocide? When there have been calls from millions of people across the world to call for a ceasefire, to an end to violence. This is a horrible situation. And I know I started the video all happy-go-lucky. I didn't expect to get this deep into it. Because almost all of my content, it's off the cuff, it's off the brain. But genuinely, I'm sick and tired of seeing innocent people suffer from the actions of states. Whether it be Israeli civilians who are suffering due to the faults of the state of Israel and their continual pursuit of genocide, whether it be people of the Gaza Strip who are suffering due to the actions of both the state of Israel and also Hamas, which is a party that largely did not elect. They largely did not elect. Whether it be the people of Ukraine suffering from the actions of Russia in invading them, whether it be innocent Russians suffering from the actions of a dictatorial leader who decided to invade another country, whether it be innocent people in Artsakh who are suffering under the rule of Azerbaijan, a nation which has actively expressed intent and also denial of the Armenian genocide. Whether it be innocent Uyghur Muslims in China suffering in concentration camps, whether it be innocent Iraqis, Cubans, Afghanis, who, innocent Cubans and Iraqis who suffered under United States occupation, and sanction. Our enemy is not each other. Our enemy is not each other. Sometimes it is. Unfortunately, sometimes it is. But largely, these conflicts are caused by nations. These conflicts are caused by nations. And it's sad, but the most that we can do right now is pressure these nations and these politicians who make up and control these nations stop doing what they're doing and to pursue peace. That's all I can think of right now about and getting too hot, which I need to stop. It's 3 in the morning. If you liked this video, thank you for watching. All of my links are down below. And yeah, I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace. Get it, the stop recording button.